This is a 2025 Chevrolet Corvette Z06, a street legal race car that puts down supercar numbers and high-end sports car pricing. Welcome to High Octane. On the Corvette, you got a frunk, so your trunk space is up at the front here. There's enough space to fit a couple of bags, maybe. Headlights, super aggressive, mean looking. This is the kind of style that you do see in like your supercars. They built it to look like one, obviously it does. Down below, you can see some very aerodynamic designs on the front end. Your splitter as well, all the way across. This Corvette decal on the hood looks freaking sweet, super mean and aggressive. This car, just everything about it. Around the side of the vehicle, we're looking at some very impressive 21-inch forged rims with Michelin Pilot Sport tires. You can see the red accented Z06 performance brakes. This thing is built for the track. Z06 badge. That is our second badge on this car and up front. Backside, taking a look at this spoiler. Super sporty looking, super clean. A lot of aerodynamic sculpting going on. Really get the airflow coming around this vehicle so you can cut through and put down those lap times. Lights are looking good. The airflow here as well. Quad exhaust tips. This car sounds phenomenal. We will start it up in a minute. Corvette badge, and then ahead of that on top of the rear here, we have another Corvette badge and an airflow for the mid-engine in this vehicle. Another fancy little thing about the rear of this vehicle is you do have a bit of a trunk space here. You couldn't fit a hockey bag, but you could fit maybe 3-4 bags in there. This will have enough space for, let's say, 2 small suitcases, maybe 1 big one, but it's gonna be tight. If you were doing a cross-country road trip with this thing, which I think would be absolutely amazing, it could work. You would just have to pack in more small bags. So far, this is the most remarkable vehicle we have ever had on the channel. It is absolutely astonishing on the outside, the design and the features, and in my opinion, the aerodynamics especially. This car 1000% keeps up and thrives on the inside. It's definitely something you are not gonna wanna miss, and we are gonna get into the engine, which is what everybody wants to see, and the numbers that this thing can put out. So subscribe to not miss any more, including all of our other high octane videos coming at you all summer long. Not gonna make you wait any longer. This is a 5.5 liter V8 engine putting down 640 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque. With the optional Z07 package, this car can do 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. Those are actually hypercar numbers. That is crazy. And the quarter mile is a very impressive 10.6 seconds. That is a number that a lot of you are gonna wanna know, because when you buy a car like this, is it not gonna see a track? I don't think so. This thing's going for sure. 8-speed dual clutch transmission, and you got your paddle shifters up on the steering wheel. Now, the reason I am in the passenger seat was to show you how this is designed. It favors the driver's comfort a ton. As a passenger, you really feel like a right-seater. Nothing for you to kind of do. You're just sitting here along for the ride. Everything is right for the driver and angled to the driver as well. You have this kind of arm down the middle with all of your buttons, your heated and cooled seat controls. You have 2 digital dashes here. This is a 12-inch screen in front of the steering wheel, and this is an 8-inch color touchscreen kind of infotainment system. There's not too much going on here. It's a very basic, minimal type screen to give you just what you need and nothing more. Sirius XM, Bluetooth, Amazon Alexa, directed right at the driver. They want to make it as easy as possible for you in this vehicle to do what you need to do so you can focus on driving your $200,000 car, which is a very high number, but when you compare it to what you're actually getting out of this vehicle, where you could spend twice that amount on a supercar and even more than that, and still get the same numbers or even less in some cases. It's just based on the brand and how expensive that name is. And that price will vary quite a bit depending on the options. There's about $20,000 worth of options in this specific vehicle, but everything in here is just so impressive. Like, you got carbon fiber, you got a 14 speaker sound system in this vehicle, and the obvious is removable top. This is your mode switcher right here. It's a little dial underneath that, and you can just twist it one way or the other. These bucket seats, very impressive how comfortable and well they sit you. Like, you are not gonna move in this thing. Let's talk about some other comfort features that you actually get with this vehicle. There's blind zone alert, front camera, curb camera to make sure you're not gonna hit nothing. Auto emergency braking, lane keep assist. Now, that one I actually didn't expect to be in this car, but it is, and that's pretty nice. You also get a HUD in this vehicle, your heads-up display. Interesting feature about it, the door handles, there's no handles. There's a button that you press and hold. All right, so right now what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna start this thing up and have a listen to what it sounds like. Oh, this thing sounds so fucking good. So now that the vehicle's running, we can see the dash, and you can see on the right side, there is a performance timer. This is gonna track all of your 0 to 60 runs. On the left, you know, time and temperature. This is a bit customizable. You can kind of set it to whatever you'd like. It's gonna give you a nice little animation. This is, here's tour. Here's some really cool shots. Let's go over to sport. That is track. This is gonna be sport, and then this is gonna be tour. Here is your shift buttons, your park, reverse, neutral, and drive. They're just buttons or kind of little latches you can pull up. Over here you have traction control on and off. This is where your front camera is gonna be. So if you're ever coming up to a curb and you gotta park weird, you can throw in your front camera. And there you go, you got lots of views going on, making sure you don't hit a thing on that bumper. So really quick, guys, this is where your button is for your roof, where you just click that. When the car is running, the roof will come up and down. Super easy, it takes about 10 seconds total to get it up and down. Right there, and then there is a option on the key fob as well. All right, guys, we're gonna do one quick pull for you. Adam's gonna drive, I'm passenger princess. Let's see what this car's got. Oh my God, dude, what? Oh, that was crazy.
That's a Z06.
Oh, how don't you smile at that? Wow. Shout out to Adam, man. Holy. Well, that is going to wrap up our very first ever high octane video. Thank you guys for tuning in and checking out this absolute monster of a car with us today. So thank you to Riverview GM in Wallaceburg, Ontario for having us here to do this very, very special car. And honestly, just a thank you to Chevrolet for creating something so sick. Subscribe if you have not already to not miss any more of our future uploads, any more of our future high octane uploads, and click right over there for more.